Howdy folks, welcome to episode 53 of my blind RS3 Ironman playthrough. Still chugging through quests, we have 3 of them today. As usual, there will be timestamps in the description if you just want to hear my summaries. I've got a lot to rant about for one of the quests, so the summaries are rather long this time. Let's go ahead and get to it. So the next quest I'm going to do is Temple at Senntisten, and I think that's the one that unlocks Ancient Curses. But I need 92 prayer to be able to do Soul Split, so I'm going to try. I might have picked up enough bones. Yeah, I've gotten like 2,067 bones from Saren Spirits. I don't know if this is going to get me to 92, but I'm just going to try to train prayer and see how far I can take it. That was faster than I expected. 91 prayer. I don't know that I'm going to have enough to hit 92, but I'm really going to try. Looks like I'm just barely going to hit it here. I ended up switching to ashes, but I had a bunch of those. 92 prayer, halfway there. Should be able to do Soul Split now once I finish this quest. Alright, so to start this quest, I need 150 kudos? 125 kudos, which I do not have, so I think I might be able to get most of them just by talking to the historian guy. I'm going to figure out what else I need to do. Okay, this says I have 80 right now, so we'll see how much I get from talking to historian Minus. I'll report back in a second. I haven't talked to him in a long time. Okay, well, I only got 100 from talking to the historian, so let me figure out what else I can do. I think I can still do cleaning archaeological finds. I don't know that I ever did the natural history quiz. I can go downstairs and check. I might have. Looks like I never did it on this account, so that should be 28 kudos by itself, which should get me the rest of the way there. Okay, I'm just gonna do this really fast. You've seen me do it before in old school. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Come over and chat with me. I think I get a very minor lamp for Hunter and Slayer, which is pretty important on irons in old school. You're welcome. Okay. That's 128 kudos, or should we get to go now? Alright, starting Temple at Senntisten for real now. How goes the research? 2 factions of Majorat. Loyal to an ancient, most forgotten god called Zaros. Those loyal to Zamorak. Where do you stand in these matters? Religion isn't something I care about, I fight. I am a true follower of Zamorak. Lucian and Morgul clearly pose a significant threat to human civilization. I get the impression Zaros is unpleasant, too. I don't think we have enough information to know yet. Followers of Zamorak are the ones causing problems in the world today, except Quest. Into the Varrock dig site. Okay, go to the exam center. You help me get there? Oh, that's convenient. Wait, is that the only way I get that? Let me look into it. I'm sure it's just a regular dig site pendant. Apparently you only get it if you haven't yet unlocked the ability to make dig site pendants, which I have it on this account. Exam center. Teleport to Varrock using a dig site pendant. Haven't seen this guy before, but he clearly becomes important later because he's got an updated model. Dr. Nabonic. Why are we speaking so quietly? Oh, is this Hazanadra? Okay, that's kind of cool. I guess him being in the Archglacier fight makes more sense if he's a goof like this. Why are you here? Fool thought to come and gloat at my predicament. While his face lasted. It's Ollie's part in this. Why all the secrecy? Great people, I'm trustworthy. Just tell me what you want. Restoration certificate, which will get me permission to perform some restorations of the temple beneath the ruins. I'm older than any of your human kingdoms and more powerful than you can imagine. Terry, okay, got it. No, I don't want my Lost Codex Ultimatus. I don't know what that is. I guess this is from the end of the dig site about Zaros. Okay. Close friend, Dr. Nabonic. I guess that's probably a anagram for something. Not for Ozonadra, obviously. Claims his paperwork was eaten by beetles. He was in the pyramid for a very long time. I've seen those beetles and they're huge. He studies pyramids. Can we focus on the most, like, straightforward thing? He was involved in one pyramid for so long, you could say he lived there. He is an aged benefactor. Extraordinarily miserly. I feel like he's made his fortune selling magical staves. Let's stick with the first one here. Benefactor may already be dead for all intents and purposes. Thanks, that was straightforward. Lackey's concerned on the restoration work, which is good. Meet me down in the temple beneath Verak dig site. Oh, thanks for the rope. Reesh. Okay, that's like northeast of here. This one, I think. Oh, I need the rope. Okay. Oh, yeah, we came here forever ago. Oh, and now there's a bunch of research being done here. That's interesting. Gain permission. Time for them to accomplish this. Anything I can do to help? What do I need to do? One in Mauritania, the other in the far north. I need an object of ancient power. Tell me about the Mauritania mission. Ancient icon from the Barrows. Oh, that's pretty cool if we actually have to do, like, kill Barrows brothers. It'd be nice if there were more boss fights that just exist in the game that were wrapped into quests like that. Frostenhorn from a snow-buried fortress. Cold has never bothered me before. Okay. So do I really have to go kill the Barrows brothers? Yeah, from the chest at the Barrows. Okay. Letter in a strange globe. As I'm ill prepared for this mission. Oh, Jay, that might be the guy that I helped out before. Okay. Heat globe. In spite of its name, it feels cold. Okay. It says I'd have to talk to him more. Tell me about the letter from the ruined backpack. It's easy to run out of runes like he did, I suppose. Needed runes for something other than combat. Okay, well that's smart because that suggests what runes to bring. Artifacts you need. Barrows artifacts. Fortress artifacts. Okay. Let's see if the quest guide still tells me I have to talk to him about stuff here. Oh, over short distances without touching them. That's why I need telekinetic grab runes. Okay. This says I should talk to Azanadra about more advice about Barrows. Do you have advice for me? Defeat every brother before raiding their chest. Okay, that's easy enough. I should defeat all 6 Barrows brothers. Got it. Still can't believe I wasted so much time farming Barrows early in this playthrough, having no idea how irrelevant the gear was. I just wanted something that I could, you know, augment so I could earn invention XP. I haven't fought these guys with high-level necromancy before, but they're, like, completely a joke now. It's kind of funny. And just make sure I kill the last brother here. Problem. Barrow's icon. Cool. Alright, so I assume the frenetic thing they're talking about is here, where, because it had the letter that mentioned J. I assume that's Jolin from Tale of the Muspa. Might be this building up here rather than this cavern, though. Yeah, there are dragons here. Seems impassable at the moment. Ice globe. Ah, okay. It expands again if I do that. Interesting. Probably should have brought dragon fire protection, but I guess I can just use spray magic. Oh, they don't aggro. Okay, never mind. Don't really know where I'm going here. I'm guessing this area over here is just a safe area to hide. I turned on highlight interactables here. There's some stairs, which is interesting. Door here. No hope of opening it. Loot crate. Trapdoor. Okay. Smashed pedestal. Maybe I can get in here. Oh, that's cute. Nowhere to place a globe. You don't have a heat globe to place. Also sealed. Looks like there's an open door down there. Oh, this is an interesting puzzle concept. So I'm only going to have so many heat globes and I have to use them to melt certain doors. Hammer. Probably don't need. Put globes in the pipes as well. Okay. Well, as usual, I won't make you watch me do the puzzle. I'll report back as I work through it here. Second entrance to another room. Spawns an enemy. It's fine. Guessing, does that mean this doesn't freeze back up if I take the globe back since I... No, it does. Okay. Oh, cute. There's a telegraph globe option, so that's why you need to have it, to be able to pick it up from the other side of a door. Interesting. I can put it here, presumably. Water Fiend. I get a trapdoor here. May as well take that. Another globe. Nowhere to place it in this room, unless if I can put it in the pipes. It would just roll out again if you put it in there. Oh, I see. Ah, okay, so the pipes are here for me to pass them between rooms, essentially. I can't physically do this one, right? Because it's at the top. I can't get to that one. Okay. Trying it everywhere I can. Another one spawned back here. Oh, it applied to both of them. That's interesting. Ah. Blocking this crate. Well, that's convenient in case you didn't bring your own. I guess you already need to have enough runes to cast it once. I don't have a way to get one there, or I don't see why it would matter. Okay. Another globe here. There's part of the pedestal attached to it. Oh, that's interesting. Do I have to use it from the one outside? I think it's the one that was the part with the broken pedestal. I'm gonna go that way. This one, right? Nowhere to place a globe. Push. Oh, that's cool. Unexpected. Not what I was thinking was going to happen. Too steep and slippery to walk on. Okay, so something happened back downstairs. Okay, I can see where it fell now. That's cool. Okay, so we got another heat globe that's already been placed here. So if I take it, does it seal me in this room? No. Okay. Assume I eventually have to use one of these pipes for something. Yeah, it just keeps spitting it out at the obvious nearest location. Gotta be somewhere where the pipe doesn't have an obvious spit out location. Here's one. Okay. Stuck in the pipe mouth. Whack. Oh, that's what I needed the hammer for. That's cute. Calculated. Okay. New music track, Horn of Chill. Oh, is this like the boss? That was easy. Oh, that's what I came here for. I don't think I need anything else then. Right? See if the quests mark them. There must be more to do here in the future. Take it to Azanadra. New music track, Zaro Stirs. I like when they do this. They have you go do an unrelated task so they can reform an area. Alright, how you doing, Azanadra? I have something for you. Barrow's brothers will be furious with you, of course. Great many adventurers have uttered their dying prayers in the barrows. The icon has drawn all that holy power in. Well, we're just like completely fine with working with Azanadra. What does the Frost and Horn do? Magnifying glass for power. Return to the fortress, you'd find it thawing. Oh, that's interesting. Humans only ever witness its power in frozen lands, so they assumed of the power it holds is that of ice. And that's actually kind of cool. Shall do you a service and not tell you. Were your ears to hear its true name, terrible and primeval as it is, it would melt from the inside of your head. Okay. What do I need to obtain next? Select the delivery. Okay. Assume it's this guy. Oh, does he have the weird bow sword? Yeah, that is the bow sword. We're getting a sequel to Devious Minds, finally. I was like, what the hell was up with that weird-ass quest? Mask or no mask, I remember you. You're just doing your job. The Entrana heist was well executed. The assassin tries to carelessly toss you the relic, but you're so agile, you anticipate his move and pluck the relic straight from his fingers. This quest require agility, because that would be really funny. Oh, it doesn't require any stats other than 50 prayer. Huh. I wonder if it's different depending on your agility. Wasn't expecting that. Testing my agility, huh? Alright, weird, but fine. Power grabbing buffoons. See how they've desecrated this relic? Carving the insidious mark of their idiot god into this venerable stone. See why you didn't want your contact coming down here. Sent me to collect a stolen relic. Relic was stolen from this very temple. When Zaro sees that, it would be a good day to be a great distance away from any Saradominus lands. It seems like this is maybe a bad idea, guys. What now? Cutscene. Why? What's gonna happen? Seems really bad. Boring, get on with it. You sure this is a wise thing to be doing? This is how I get access to ancient prayers, ancient curses. Oh shit, this guy. World seems unsettled today. Nearly lost the universe there. Is it not a fine day to scheme against our enemies? Yeah, they are like right next to Goblin Village. Statue of Zamorak. It's been a bit of a hassle, actually. I'm glad I could help. Oh, all right. 20k combat lamps, 23,000 XP lamp, 10,000 prayer XP, access to ancient curses, access to the Senntisten altar. Temple at Senntisten is another Majorat quest. We're following up here with Azanadra. This is the guy from Desert Treasure we say right at the end. Azanadra is in disguise as this like foppish guy. And the idea is that he wants to go into the Zaros ruin that we found back during the dig site quest and resurrect Zaros, bring him back to this plane. It's unclear like why our protagonist is okay with this, because as far as I can tell, Zaros is a bad guy. Maybe not as bad as Zamorak, but maybe this is just because of other context that the game has given me about Zaros before this quest came out. It seems like he's like an even more evil, primordial, chaotic deity, right? The quest seems to understand that the player is going to think that it's weird, because the protagonist does comment that this is weird a couple times, but he does nevertheless kind of just go along with things. The main focus of the quest is going and killing the Barrows brothers to get a Barrows relic, so it's kind of neat that they actually have you kill all 6 Barrows brothers as part of a quest prerequisite. It would be neat to see more boss fights integrated into quests in the future. And then it sends you to Gorok, which is an ice fortress near where you did the Tale of the Muspah quest. There's some fun little puzzles in there where you use a heat orb to melt icy walls. At the end, you kill an ice demon that drops a magical horn that you bring back to Azanadra along with the Barrows relic for him to do his ritual to resummon or restore Zaros. After the ritual, it seems like bad things may have happened. They show a clip of the Dark Mage in the Abyss reacting to it and like a statue of Zamorak being cracked. So clearly something bad has happened or something concerning has happened. But then Azanadra gives you access to ancient curses and everything's fine. So I'm sure this quest will get followed up in the future. Okay, so we're going to rub these combat lamps. I think it's all going to go into range because that's slightly more annoying for me to train. This guy can go into agility. And then the ancient hymnal, I just read it. Unlock the ancient curses by reading the ancient hymnal given to you by Azanadra. Translated the human tongue. Okay, I'll read through this and let you know what it says. Oh, I see. It's warning you that you need to swap between prayer books. Okay, that makes sense. I guess this follows as the natural sequel of learning ancient magic. Now you get ancient prayers. And here it's just kind of telling you what all the new prayers are, and like what the words that you're speaking translate to. Actually a ton of prayers here. This might be the beginning of the end though, like when they put out Soul Split. What is this? 2009? Pretty dangerous to suddenly add so much healing to the game, right, when up to this point. I guess 92 prayer is a pretty substantial, like, level to have to get to. But still. And I think I pray at this altar to switch to that prayer book, which I think is better most of the time, just because of the way they nerfed regular prayers. Place my prayers with curses. Alright. And there's Soul Split after all this time. That's cool. Next quest is Blood Runs Deep on Lunar Isle. I'm going to start heading that direction. It sounds like the next quest has a ton of combat and also requires style switching. It's going to have another Dagonoth Mother type battle. So I'm just going to unequip my necromancy gear and fight naked when I bring up those other styles, because I'm sure it doesn't practically matter. Oh yeah, there's a guy in a bed there now. Talk about the man in the bed. Watch up on the shore. Okay. Accept quest. We have an illness of the mind. Is there anything we can do? Enter his dreams? I think I can guess what's coming. An excellent idea. Come ready for war. Okay. You die in the Matrix, you die in real life. Got it. One of our seasick captain. Oh yeah, this looks like the lighthouse. I think I've got it. He's the lighthouse keeper. Just watch the movie The Lighthouse, it's really good. Oh yeah, I forgot that was part of the story for that quest. Doesn't react as you approach. Poor man. Search the room. Search the drawers, would find nothing. Bookcase. When the tide is strongest, good intent will be needed once more. Okay. Oh, those are Dagonoths for sure. It's gonna be like a Frogger mission or something. Serve the power of my army. I'll stop her. Oh, the children are going to develop her immunities. Check out the tunnel over there. A friend of your nephew. Try the lectern. What do you mean not working? Okay, combat time. In theory? Okay, here we go. Should be fine. And Wall of Sulky, those guys are nasty. Alright, you don't need to watch me do this. Oh, that's cute. She casts Vengeance on you. Baba Yaga announces she's down to 11 sharks. That's funny. I love that all the NPCs follow the same rules as the main characters in this. I don't know why I can't reach that guy. The idea is you can't use melee for this phase. Actually a really substantial combat sequence compared to most of the combat. Doing these quests in release order is interesting. There's definitely combat challenges that are like this in old school RuneScape and the stuff that's been released after the archive, right? 6 sharks left. Usually munching on sharks, jeez. That was close. Surprised Baba Yaga doesn't get a new model. Maybe she dies in this quest. Just literally never comes up again. Talk to her again. No change yet. A Neuromancer. Oh, is she NPC contacting? Good word from Relica. Hordes of creatures they call Daggermouth swarming in from the sea. Go and help as soon as possible. You need to go to the bank first. Should be fine. Oh, what are you doing here, Paramedic? But I have a seal of pass. Oh, I get it. I see what you did there. That's really funny. It's a shame that I don't have to carry it on me anymore. That's hilarious. That's like one of the best gags they've done in this game, I think. Oh, that's a lot of Dagnaughts. Okay. I'm being summoned by Brunt. Oh no, he's just telling me to kill guys. Get to my boat and we'll meet them. Okay. I feel like that seal of passage gag doesn't really work in RS3 anymore because it's easy to forget that you even needed it to not get kicked off the island in the first place. It's a thing that I always screwed up in old school. Alright, what do we got going on here? What's the matter? King Vargas is missing. Oh, that's cool. Balmung. Classic mythological weapon. You'll let King Vargas near that axe. Looks pretty cool. Can I have another seal of passage? Baba Yaga sounds like a shifty character. Can we go to the bank at Etzeteria? I actually don't know where the game wants me to go next. Waterbirth Island? It is nice of them to keep giving you the opportunity to bank. Okay, looking for Vargas. In theory, if it lets me in. Oh, he wants me to talk to him first. Okay, hold on. Kind of voices. An old man echoing from... Could it be an old man echoing from underground? Okay, well, I assume he's just talking about this regular cave entrance, right? No, he must not be. Okay. This is new. Tie rope to hole. There's way more snape grass over here. Oh shit, it's Vargas. We aren't out yet. Isn't the Vargas I'm used to? Daggermouth swarming out the cave entrance. All right. Certainly, I've got some food here. Alright, a little bit worried about that. I did not bring a lot of food. Okay. Kill as many of them as I can here. Actually don't know which way I'm going here. I think this is near where the Dagannoth Kings are. He's really slow. I'm gonna turn off a run. You don't need to watch me painfully do this, so I'll take our time here. Yeah, I really want you to go all the way to where the Dagonoth Kings are, but you can't, like, rush through it because there's so many enemies in the area. It's kind of interesting. This quest is probably crazy hard when it first came out. I imagine just even doing this in old school RuneScape would be pretty hard, especially you have to protect the character and like walk super slowly instead of sprinting through this area. I'm just gonna try using Soul Split here. There's really a crazy number of enemies here, it's ridiculous. I don't even know if I'm supposed to fight them. I don't think I can. I think they respawn too fast. They're not aggroing him, which is good. He needs so much food. Okay. I should be fine. I did bring my tank necro gear. I got past the main group of respawning assholes. Okay, I think I made it all the way over here. It was a bit tricky. Soul Split definitely helped. Don't rush off without me. Okay. I don't want to have to start this over. Escort him to the lighthouse basement. I actually didn't know this connected to the lighthouse. Escort missions, crazy. Okay, I made it here. Got some more rock lobsters. Might need to not even bother fighting these guys. I don't think it matters. Yeah, this is by far the most intense combat mission. I'd love to see them port this one to old school. They'd have to port Glorious Memories as well, because I imagine it's like super hard in old school. Okay, what? I don't want to get excited here and go too far ahead of him because I've been doing this for so long now. Quickly as you can, please. Don't touch anything. Oh god. Oh, weird. Am I like in heaven now, Valhalla? Told me you'd come. Pardon? We aren't supposed to be here yet. I'm not supposed to be here. Hope you come back for good before the end of things. Be interesting if they ever, like, end RuneScape. Explain where I am. Grand Hall of our Father. But they're all just drinking. Next time they'll fall on the ground or be destroyed as normal. Okay. Huh. Oh yeah, there's the Mountain Daughter and Njal. So good to be free. Happy to not be a Yeti anymore. Nothing I can't handle. This is a really cool concept to have you die. Passing through. They gotta do Frenetic Ragnarok, right? Nice. Yes, please. Did they, like, successfully CPR me? What happened? thanks, Vargas. In the afterlife, they've got a hall just like yours. Where do you think we got the idea? Oh, another one of those prophecy tablets. See the tablets that end with Jicton as the chosen one, right? Hatchery, lighthouse. Always up for a challenge. Be married as soon as possible. Conduct the ceremony. Sure. We're just gonna do it now. All right. Make it up as I go along. Lords, ladies, and gentlemen. For the eternal protection of Gothics. Let's go with Gothics. To bring together two great kingdoms. To guard jealously. Protect and honor. For the foreseeable future. For as long as you both shall live. More vows, cut to the chase. 2 more vows. Protect and honor. The power vested in me is region of Miscellania and Etceteria. Pronounce you husband and wife. Aw, that's nice. No problem. Astrid wants to talk to you, okay? It's a wonderful idea. Your character canonically gets married here. So, well, actually, say nothing. They really let you screw it up, don't they? Let's get a move on. Speak to him again to begin the final assault. War against the dagger mounts. Bring the axe and everything else you might need. Alright, I'm gonna do my best with this. Probably should have refilled my prayer. I might just turn on vampirism when I get a chance. Okay. Talk to Brent. This time, you're the one who stole my prophecy tablet. Got there in the end. When the tide is strongest, good intent will be needed once more. All consuming darkness will rise from the sea, unleashed by good intent. Lost mother is dead, her daughter risen in her place. Work out the order. It's probably the lost mother is dead. And the tide is strongest. Good intent will be needed. Oh, okay, that makes sense. One is still missing, telling us how this will end. Oh, okay, I thought the one we had was how this will end. You seen a Dagonoth mother before? Yes, I have. I killed her. And now does her daughter rise in her place? I'm the good intent that unleashed the darkness. Suppose it is. Oh, okay, so it's like a bee mother, queen. I'm ready. Okay, so I assume we're going back down here. Oh, hey, Koshi the Deathless. That's cute. It's here. Sounds reasonable. What's that noise behind us? Oops, I didn't mean to skip that. I think it said something about him fighting the Dagonoth kings. He'll be killed. Okay, so they have people for each combat style. Good luck. It would be cool if Astrid dies here. Can I go back and check on them? Drove off the Dagonoth kings. Okay. Dagonoth sentinels. These guys actually have a ton of health. Alright, no problem. So I'll pick up these bones. I was noticing there's messages about the sentinels healing each other. That's interesting. I don't know if I actually need to fight these guys. Maybe they're just a new kind of enemy. I guess Old School ended up adding a sequel to the Fremennik quests that ended up with you getting the Nata's Not Face Guard. No idea where I'm going here. Guessing these guys just have different loot than regular Dagonoth. Oh, there's a tunnel. Okay. I don't know if I can get there, though. Can I? Oh, there's a tunnel here. I see. Bronze pickaxe, plank, tinderbox. I don't know that I actually need those. Okay, there's the Dagonoth mother. Pillars to collapse. What does the quest guide say? Okay, I don't have a lot of notes. Might look at the quick guide for this just to make sure I don't screw it up. Give me a sec. Okay, it says just to go in and then it fights like the normal Dagonoth mother, which I've encountered enough in like Nightmare Zone. Darken my door. Time to die. What? No speech? There'd be a bit more. Are you mocking me? Maybe just a little. Enough. Okay. That axe, where did you get it? I would have to deal with her changing colors. Okay, I am slightly. Trying to switch elements here. I got her down to almost dead, annoyingly. There we go. First try. Cannot do this. And now I have to kill her with Balmung, presumably. Oh, we have to seal her in here, right? That's the whole point, because if she dies, she'll simply respawn. Pickaxe, presumably. Beacon the pillar and prop it up with wood. Okay. Then I can set fire to the plank and run. That's actually kind of clever. Ag. Oh, that happened again. You did it. Seem to have died again. Oh, look on the bright side. I'll be able to help you anymore. You don't see me again until the real time comes. Are you ready to go back? Yeah. Oh no, is Astrid dead? No. Poor Brand, he'll be missed. Sorry for your loss. I'm sure you did everything you could. You would have had the Dagonoth Kings at your back while you fought the Mother. Okay. Time to leave then? Didn't make it. The war was won, but the price was heavy. Wits and skills will bring the light. Fate does not dictate. King Vargas should hear of his loss. Oh yeah, that makes sense to do this. We're gonna light them a flame. Did I need a range for this quest? That would be kind of interesting. Attack, Slayer, and Strength. Okay. Quest complete. I think they did it with just a scene there. That's nice. Blood Runs Deep is a really difficult combat quest, or it would be difficult if RS3 hadn't deprecated all the combat, but if you were to port this to old school, this would be an insanely hard quest. Turns out the guy from the lighthouse has washed up on Lunar Island, and Baba Yaga is monitoring him, so to figure out what's wrong with him, we go into his dreams, and there's this sequence where you have to fend off Dagonoths for like a solid 5 minutes. Again, not really a big deal in RS3, but in old school, this fight would be insane because like you're being attacked by Walasakis and ranged Dagonoths, so you couldn't get around it by just using protection prayers. You would probably use all of your food just to survive this one sequence, and it gets crazier after that. You find out from the Lighthouse guy's dream that the Dagonoths are planning to attack Relica and that there's a new Dagonoth mother who's even more powerful than the previous Dagonoth mother. So you go to Relica, you fight the armies of Dagonoth, and then you go out on a ship because you have to like deal with this problem at its heart. You learn that Vargas, the Miscellanea King guy who's no longer a Yeti, has been stranded on Waterbirth Island, so you have to go find him on Waterbirth Island, and then there's this long escort mission where you, like, take him out of Waterbirth. So Vargas can't attack, and he can only walk, and he walks even slower than your normal walking speed, and you have to take him all the way through the area where the Dagonoth Kings are. So if you know that from old school, really long section, normally when you're going to fight the Dagonoth Kings, you run through it, right, because you're getting attacked constantly by Walasakis and rock lobsters and Dagonoths. Because you have Vargas with you, you can't run through it. You have to walk very slowly through it and just endure getting hit a lot. Again, in RS3 it was fine, but if you put this quest right into old school, this section would be like legendarily hard. There are a few times where Dagonoths will specifically aggro Vargas, so you have to kill them quickly, and I imagine, because you do have food that you can give to Vargas, but any food you give to Vargas is food you don't have for yourself, right? You eventually lead him out, you get him onto the boat with everybody else, you do a marriage ceremony for Vargas and Sigrid from Etceteria, and then your fiance from the Miscellanea quest asked to be married to you as well, which it looks like is optional. You don't have to do it, but I went ahead and married Astrid. immediately suspected, I bet she's going to die in this quest. And sure enough, you go in to find and attack the Dagonoth Mother, and you get a bunch of people that come with you to help. There's Koschei the Deathless from the Fermentic Trials shows up. Baba Yaga is there, and then both Astrid and Prince Brand are there. As you go in to fight her, you get attacked from behind by the Dagonoth Kings. Unfortunately, they didn't have like a cutscene for that. It would have been nice. They just kind of referenced that they're there without actually showing you them. So because you have Koschei the Deathless, a warrior, Baba Yaga, a mage, and then Prince Brand and Princess Astrid as rangers, they can fight off the Dagonoth Kings. So you leave them behind, you go and you kill the Dagonoth Mother. Well, you don't kill her, you disable her and then seal her in a cave, because I guess they have like a wasp queen thing going on, where if she dies, they'll just make another queen, but if she is like sealed in a room, they won't. I'm sure this quest will get a sequel in the future. There's an interesting element. Twice in this quest, you actually die. Like, diegetically, your character dies, and you go to Valhalla, or Relica Valhalla, and you get sent back because it's not your time to die yet. So I'm curious if that's going to come up again later in the story. But when you come back, you find that Princess Astrid and Prince Brand have both died to the Dagonoth Kings and are, like, permadead now. So it's kind of sad. There's a nice little send-off scene where you do the, Viking funeral where you shoot the flaming arrow onto their boats. I think Jagex actually does a pretty good job with these. There's also a send-off in a couple of the Grandmaster quests in old school RuneScape that are just kind of wordless. They just show you visually what's happening, and I think that's nice. This quest, though, gives you 450,000 combat experience, so clearly when they released it, they were aware of how difficult it was at the time. Pretty neat quest, though. I'd love to see a version of this make it into old school at some point. They've already taken Relica and the Fermentic in a different direction in old school, but I think you could still import a version of this. It feels enough like, Horror from the Deep 2 that you could adapt a version of it without having to bring in Glorious Memories as well. Talk to Chieftain Brunt to receive 3 times 150k XP in combat skills. That's actually pretty substantial. I guess it makes sense because the quest is pretty hard. I think we keep dumping that in range then. More skills, ranged. 450k XP is really substantial. Range 93. Nice. That's cool. Balmung can be upgraded. It's actually pretty powerful, it seems like. I wonder how relevant it was when it came out before EOC. It says it's just tier 60. All right, well, that's it for 2009 quest. Moving on to 2010, Nomad's Requiem. I'm finally going to figure out who this Nomad guy is. He's like the guy on the box art for RS3, and I have no idea who he is. I guess he's technically in the Soul Wars lobby, and this quest here seems to suggest this is going to have something to do with Soul Wars. I have to do the Soul Wars tutorial first, which I haven't done. We'll work on it. I don't think I've ever gone in the Soul Wars portal in this game. Done a lot of Soul Wars in old school RuneScape. Why does he look so goofy? What a goof. You're too goofy, dude. Can't take you seriously. Alright, what's up? Crush the souls of your enemies. Are souls easy to crush? Easier than you'd imagine. Can you tell me about Soul Wars? Yeah, can I just do the book? I'd rather not actually do an entire Soul Wars run. Can I just get started? South and pick a team to get started. Is that good enough? I might literally need to do the tutorial. I doubt anyone plays Soul Wars anymore. No capes. Okay, you've seen me do Soul Wars a bunch in old school, so I'm just gonna do this as fast as possible. Interesting that they were just able to port this into old school. This is almost exactly the same, I think. Interesting there are pyre fiends here instead of just regular ghosts, like in old school. Alright, tutorial completed. As far as I could tell, it was identical to the old school version. No thanks. Okay, starting Nomad's Requiem for real. Hello there. Accept quest. That has a difficult boss fight in it. I think it's still going to be pretty straightforward here, but... Acting all funny like, you mean more than normal? It's really funny to see him being such a fucking goofball, given that he's like the box art for the game. Discussed this in my Discord before, and K5 Josh was saying that for whatever reason, having Nomad on the box art gets a huge like click conversion rate compared to basically anything else they put on the box art, but it's really funny that this goofy character of all characters is the one that does that. Up to something evil. Get back to work, you. Okay. Have a butcher's in his tent. Okay. Oh yeah, he's got a little tent. Sneak down and investigate. What the hell? Dark Warriors. Dark Mage, Dark Ranger. Cannot take this guy seriously. Oh, you can hit through prayer. This guy feels like a DMPC right now. All too easy. Alright. What a fucking goof. Whoa, I'm no assassin. What are you doing down here? Okay. What me to do next? Arcane doorway in the temple. Finding a way to pass the barrier if I'm going to explore further. Nomad's Requiem. Ruined temple down there. What? He's bound to say that, isn't he? Okay. Weird. Place is really weird. There's like nothing here. I guess there's a couple doorways. Okay. Strange device. No water is flowing in the channel. There's spectral attendants. Ooh, do aggro. Okay. Just drop ashes. Probably don't need to fight them. It looks like there's gonna be some kind of puzzle. Okay, so we got a lever up here. No idea what that did. Just like kind of a brute force type thing. Okay. There's an empty channel. There's another statue. This one I can't move. There's another lever over there. Can I just walk to it? Okay, well that did something. Oh, I see. These are like panels, so water is going to start flowing and I have to like direct it to go downstairs. Right, as usual, I won't make you watch the whole puzzle. I think this is establishing how this is all going to work, so I can just push this here and then the water should flow all through here. Okay, and then I moved that one already, so now if I go down another level, water should be down a level. Got it. Okay, got the water flowing downstairs here. I'm guessing I just have a big old puzzle in this room. Yeah, okay. Let me try to figure out where I'm trying to send it, though. I guess most of these, they can all be pushed. Oh, it's a sliding block puzzle. Fuck. I just don't know what the final pattern is. Yeah, because I only have 1 degree of freedom, right? I do. It probably has to go down to the center. Here, I'll let you know how it goes. This is actually taking forever compared to most sliding block puzzles. You have to wait for this long pushing animation every single time. Think this will solve it? Okay, first try. That was really stupid and unnecessary. Device is out of order now. Okay. Oh, I see, but I still have to destroy the other one. Can I not go in this room directly? Oh, I guess I can. Okay, so I have another machine I have to destroy and water dropping down. There was a thing in the previous room where I had to like mine out some rubble and it showed a hole, so maybe I need to like dump water down there. Okay, move the water to go this way since I already broke the machine. Okay, so this strange device has strange elemental creatures. They're powering the strange device. If I can get them out of here, it might stop working. Okay. Oh, there's a fuel hopper in the corner. Elemental fuel. Can I just take multiple? No idea what I'm using this for. Oh, there's already fuel on the floor here. Is that what they're telling me I need to do? Huh. I have to like lure them somewhere. Oh, onto the water probably. This is an extremely janky and weird quest, and it's tonally weird. Like, what the fuck? It's so weird, especially after having recently done Forgiveness of a Chaos Dwarf, right? It's just like, yeah, I don't know. There's this weird, like, edgy guy, Nomad, and he's really cool because he can hit through prayer. Break into his temple underneath his tent or something. If this is correct. Okay, well, that worked. So am I done? I'm gonna check the wiki. Yeah, because I got rid of the one guy. Wiki says I have to do it 3 times. Okay. While I was looking at the wiki, it seems like you only need 2 fuel to do this, rather than however many I used before. I didn't think it would path that efficiently. Let's see if this destroys the machine here. Okay. So presumably the door is open now. Okay, this door is now open. I know there's supposed to be a really hard boss fight in this. I don't know when I have to deal with that. More of this bullshit. Okay. I don't mind having a quest that culminates in a boss fight or whatever, but this is like so low effort. Like, what is even happening? Destroy root. Can't do much while they're grouped together like this. Okay. Oh, I see. They have like sources somewhere that I have to destroy. Okay. Huge roar echoes through the temple. Oh, they're reusing their Soul Wars avatar. Okay. I can't surge in here, which is kind of annoying. The root restored its health. Didn't see a root for it to show up any. Oh, I see. I have to destroy it before he gets to it. This is introducing a mechanic for like the actual boss fight. Alright. That's fine. Now it's destroyed, so I have to do another one. Oh, there's a dying knight here. Stop him. Stop his treachery. Who, Nomad? The master was wise to send you, brother. Bathe his infernal contraption, wave upon wave of flame. What are you talking about? Okay. Well, this place sucks. Oh, this is why I need to bring restore potions. Okay, well, let me get my health regenerating. I don't know what I'm doing in this room. You figure it out. If I'm just gonna have my stats drained every second, I'd rather know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, the wiki says turn on piety to avoid constant damage and stat reduction. Well, I don't have piety now. I guess the hint to that is that there's a knight here. Only the pious. Okay. That's actually kind of clever. I'm going to try doing it without it, though. Pick up 5 stone slabs. Place the stone slabs to complete and cross the bridge. Ignite the barrels with a magic weapon equipped in a fire spell. 75 magic is required. Okay, well, that's what we brought that guy. I have to actually select a fire spell this time. That one's fine. Alright, I'll report how this goes. An extremely weird challenge. The needing to have piety on thing is kind of a fun concept, especially since they just released a thing that would have most people changing their prayer book. Okay, so then I have to place these tablets over here. Place. Okay. Alright, then I'm supposed to do something over here. Ignite the barrels with a magic weapon. What barrels? These ones? Okay, done. Get out of here now. Oh, boss fight's next. Okay, I'm just gonna warp out of here and prepare for it. Hey, apparently this guy actually has some like interesting mechanics in the fight, but the wiki says that if you're a high enough combat level, you can just ignore all of them and just stand still and eat occasionally. So I'm probably just end up doing that. I should go ahead and bring my ectoplasm though, so I'll do that. I'm kind of sad because if it was a cool boss fight that they released, you know, 14 years ago, I'd like to see it, but I guess it hasn't been relevant since EOC came out, I guess. This is another one that maybe they could port this boss fight, but not the weird quest into old school. I guess he even has like a cool attack that he ends the fight with where he does your max health minus 1 HP. Are you ready to confront Nomad? Yes, sure. I guess I'll just run Soul Split for the whole fight. Well, he looks cool in his cool chair. He looks mad. Told you, I'm not an assassin. Actually, yes, I am quite stupid. Just curious about what you've been up to. Wonder where the souls went? Oh, so he's getting all the souls from Soul Wars. Why do you need such power? I guess maybe this quest made more sense if you were playing Soul Wars for months. Who is this former master of yours? Okay then, bye. You're not going anywhere. The dialogue is so goofy. Like, I can't take this guy seriously. Fine, bring it on. Oh, cool little animation for him to initiate the fight there. And then his model gets way more detailed. It's funny. Oh yeah, I'm fucking him up already. I don't think I have Sap Necromancy. I might have to like pick that up as an ability. Make things interesting. Tougher than I thought. Time to even things up. I think I could just ignore all his mechanics. I'm not even needing to heal because of Soul Split. You have doomed this world. Okay. Wow, there were a lot of mechanics I wasn't having to pay attention to there. That's kind of sad. You didn't make him too angry, did you? Just set me on fire again for putting you up to this. He's sort of dead. You killed him? Not kill him. Why would I have his head? You said you killed him, didn't you? Like a vampire or something? Zipperfizz just gonna resurrect him? See, I wasn't kidding. I'll let you kick him. You look ridiculous. Whole of Soul Wars is a front to fuel his evil plans of power. It's all evil, evil. I guess I'm actually coming around to liking this quest if the idea is that it's a big joke. I'm coming at it from this, like, perception of Nomad as this really important lore character since he's on all the box art and they always make him out to be so super serious. But if the idea is that he's just a joke, that's actually kind of funny. We're gonna cut to him like getting up at the end. Okay, he's fine. What a weird quest. What a strange quest. Nomad's Requiem is one of the weirdest, most baffling things I've encountered in RuneScape. I have a feeling the idea behind this quest is they wanted to add a crazy, complicated, cool boss fight, and then didn't really have any idea of what the quest would have to be in order to lead up to that boss fight, which is strange because they could have just added him as a boss fight, right? He could just be a guy in a cave that you run into, but I guess he needs to have dialogue and stuff. I don't know, it's very odd. If you don't know this from old school RuneScape, Nomad is the guy who runs the Soul Wars minigame. So the idea that there's this like crazy boss fight against the lobby minigame manager is already kind of strange. Like, you literally need to take his tutorial for Soul Wars before you can go in to fight him. Now, this guy, Nomad, he's the box art guy for RS3, right? So I assume that he's like this really important lore character, but this quest makes him out to be like a Dragon Ball goofball, which is fine. Having a really silly but powerful villain is neat. But I feel like the game has been communicating to me through its box art and marketing that Nomad is like a super serious, super big time, super important character. But he's like Snidely Whiplash. He's Snidely Whiplash combined with a DM PC. If you've ever played Dungeons and Dragons with a dungeon master who's kind of a novice and who includes an overly powerful dungeon master PC that he controls, that he's trying to show off how cool this character is because he can one-shot everything, and it's like, okay, dude. I get it. Your character is very cool. He's kind of cringe, right? Like he's always running around like a fucking vampire in this like weird anime pose. Anyway, the quest itself is bizarre and insubstantial. You have to do the Soul Wars tutorial, and then for some reason, his like imp sidekick, who is like comedy relief, says he thinks he's up to no good and basically tells you to look inside his tent when he turns around. So you go inside his tent, and under his tent is a giant temple complex, which again is kind of an interesting like concept for a quest. Like, oh, Soul Wars is actually powered by this big temple, but the way it's presented is very like odd. The pacing is all off. There's this cutscene that I guess in a different. I'm imagining a less stupid version of this quest. Like the idea of the cutscene is that there are these like knights that are invading his temple trying to kill him, and he effortlessly dispatches them because he's such a cool guy, this Nomad. But this isn't presented like it's a serious concept. Like if you wanted to seriously suggest that Soul Wars is this evil activity that's happening, and that there are these, knights who are dedicated to stopping Nomad from running Soul Wars, I think that could work, but it's presented like comedically, but it doesn't really work as comedic because they also want you to think that it's serious and badass. I guess that's my problem with the quest overall, is that it feels like it should be treated like a goofy RuneScape, like a Hunt for the Red Rack Tuber Cold War kind of quest. Just lean into the fact that it's goofy, but it's like the tones are clashing instead of working together. The actual quest is just solving a bunch of extremely arbitrary puzzles in order to disable a barrier that's preventing you from getting into the room where you can fight Nomad. And even when you get in the room to fight Nomad, it's still kind of unclear why you're fighting Nomad. It's like you're fighting Nomad because he's a boss fight in RuneScape, so you're supposed to fight him, right? Like your character doesn't even really know why you're doing it. I'm actually really sad about the boss fight because it seems like it's really cool and it has a bunch of mechanics in it, but this came out a little bit before EOC, and EOC clearly undermined the entire fight. Like, yeah, my character is very high-level necromancy, and I have tier 90 gear or whatever, and a character wouldn't have had that when the quest first came out. But beyond the necromancy aspect, I was able to face tank. I just stood there and attacked him until he died. I didn't have to eat a single piece of food, use any prayer potions, do anything. He's supposed to have this attack where he stuns you and does damage to you equal to your max health -1, where you have to make sure that you're topped off when he does it. And it's a completely deprecated fight. Necromancy completely undercuts it. But I imagine even if I came in here with tier 70 magic gear, I would still mop the floor with him. Anyway, weird quest. You kill Nomad, you joke with his imp partner about killing him, and then he turns out he didn't actually die. Surprise. I would actually love to see Old School try to adapt this fight, because I think this fight would be really fun in Old School, and if they could like make the quest not stupid, or maybe take Nomad in a totally different direction, that would be interesting. He doesn't have the stupid anime pose in Old School, so that's a good sign. Maybe one day, we'll see. Soul Wars is in Old School now, so it could happen. That'll wrap things up. Still making good progress here. I should be able to keep this cadence of doing an hour, hour and a half video and doing 2 to 3 quests per episode. Obviously, if we run into another giant one like Welgothic Sleeps, I'll just do that one quest by itself. Next episode, I expect to do Rune Mechanics, The Blood Pact, and Fairy Tale Part 3, finally, after all this time. I'm really looking forward to how that ends up resolving, because it's been sitting unresolved in Old School RuneScape for a very long time. Thanks as always for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, folks.